Rosie's Funny Funnel, based on the Season 13 episode, Slippy Sodor. Rosie was having a bad night. The trucks had led her into a violent crash the day before, damaging her smoke box in the process. She had to stay the night being mended at the works, and was kept awake with the sound of the noisy machines. And Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, I paid good money for that wireless.
Don't apologize, Kevin. I hated the song.
By late next morning, she was nearly ready to get back to the harbour. When Rosie woke up, Victor came to speak to her.
Before you get back to work, I am sorry to say we couldn't find any other funnels in stock, so we had to find you this one.
As he said this, a workman showed Rosie a reflection of her funnel in a mirror. Rosie was gobsmacked. Her funnel was bright red with a bright bumpy yellow pattern, and in shapes looked more like a fancy goblet than a funnel.
This is absolutely crazy! Surely you can't expect me to go to work like that... What is that?
I'm afraid it's your new funnel, Rosie. But your funnel isn't that bad. It's...
Oh, that funnel is a work of art. All art has its fair share of people who don't understand it.
And you would know a lot about that, wouldn't you, Mr. Painter Southern Express Engine Yellow for Artistic License, Croven?
Just wait until summer, Neville. Rebecca will draw the crowds.
Rosie was not convinced at all. So, on the way back to Knapford Harbour, Rosie purposefully tried to travel as slowly as she could.
If I get there late, maybe there won't be as many engines there.
Don't be stupid, Rosie.
Said her driver, patting her on the cab.
The Fat Controller will be waiting.
Rosie reluctantly did as she was told. Deep down, she knew her driver was right. As she approached the station, she closed her eyes and hoped and prayed that there wouldn't be an engine there. Rosie opened her eyes and was really disappointed. There was Billy with a train of coal and a cheeky grin.
Look who it is! Is that a vase on your smoke box, Rosie? I know you want to look nice, but you didn't need to look like a greenhouse on wheels.
Listen, Billy. This is a funnel that I didn't even want to wear.
You won't get anywhere arguing with him, Rosie.
The quick tapping of running feet broke the brief silence. A signalman gave some urgent news.
One of Percy's pistons failed, and we need an engine to pull his brewery train to Lord Callan's castle. It's for a medieval festival held there. Could you do the job, please?
Oh my. Well...
Of course, sir. We'll be on our way.
Brilliant. Thomas is coming to the harbour, so I'll have him do your shunting.
Rosie couldn't contain her frustration. She wondered how she could get everyone's eyes off her funnel.
Perhaps I could have this funnel painted black. A funnel isn't proper if it's not black.
We don't have time to paint your funnel now, Rosie,
said her driver.
The delivery is expected to be at the castle in an hour's time.
But the driver spoke too soon. Further up the line, a lorry was carelessly cruising along the street. He was quite drowsy, so he wasn't paying attention to the road. Rosie noticed that the lorry was carrying barrels of black paint. A wicked idea popped into her funnel. She gave a piercing toot, and the lorry swayed, startled off the road. Rosie could not be ready for what was to happen next. The lorry tumbles down the steep hill and the paint burst out onto the level crossing.
Good gracious, what happened here?
You are? Your blinking engine woke me up. Was having a lovely drive too. I was just driving along the coast of Devon. Oh yeah, that was nice.
Rosie?
Oh, well...
This was a trick to keep out of sight, wasn't it?
Well...
It was pretty pointless for Rosie to lie now. Nevertheless, the driver proceeded to call the nearest breakdown unit, which rescued the lorry. Then, after the line was cleared, Rosie carried on her way. Rosie got more and more annoyed. Lord Callan's castle was a long, long way away. Every engine, bus or person she passed would give a snarky comment about her funnel. Rosie found it hard to ignore the other engines, but she knew she had to carry on. When she finally got to the castle, she saw Lord Callan waiting. He was smiling broadly. Rosie blushed a deep shade of red.
Rosie,
it was now when he saw her funnel. He looked like he saw a ghost.
Bless my soul! How did you get that funnel?
At this point, Rosie felt too embarrassed to tell them. But on the other hand, she had a feeling they would understand her better as she explained her appearance. So, with a deep breath, she spoke to Lord Callan.
I'm sorry I look like this, sir.
There's nothing to be sorry about. Your funnel is perfect for the festivities.
Rosie looked confused. Lord Callan noticed this and explained.
A long time ago, a king ruled the east side of the island. He saved the island from Vikings and other threats to Sodor using cunning tricks and his gallant knights. He was respected by people far and wide and lived in this castle. 50 years ago today, that funnel was made for a special express in memory of that king. Oh, Donald was meant to take a train around the loch for the guests, but he has had some problems with his pistons this morning. Could you take his place, Rosie?
Rosie just smiled.
Oh, yes, please.
Rosie felt so relieved. She enjoyed puffing around the loch with coaches full of passengers. She saw people dressed up as Vikings, knights, kings and queens. She even saw a jousting tournament. The best part about it was that people didn't laugh at her at all. In fact, they said that her royal funnel was fit for a king. Or a queen. In that episode of Thomas Rewritten, music was created by NorrambyBranch, Skarloey Rheneas, NWRNO6Music, Lee Schweinton, Donald Shaw, and Tom Callister, and sound effects were created by Sterling Productions, Nick Judy, Nathan Bassett, Audio Library, and G.W Shunter. This episode starred Serena Leo Harper as Rosie, Purple N2 Productions as Richard Patrick Croven, Christopher O'Shea as the Steamworks Workman, The Sodor Steamworks as Victor, Splatterpatter64 as Rosie's driver, Super Awesome Blossom as the Sickleman, Crane Productions 27 as Lord Callan, Ryan Sock as the Lorry, and LG Productions as Neville and Billy. This has been a Steam-Powered-Cyborg production. Characters are owned by the Reverend Wilbert Audrey, Christopher Audrey, Britt Altcroft, Hit Entertainment, and Mattel.